Close is he to a title shot in sharing the ring with Bud Crawford?
I don't know. But Vergil, he's right there. He's right there. He's been proven that he belongs with the top fighters in the division. And, who knows? A couple of fights or next fight or whatever the case may be, he might be sharing the ring with Terence Crawford. You never know.
Canelo, the face of boxing, so that makes Canelo, that makes Crawford the face of boxing at the moment. And he earned the right to fight whoever he wanted to fight.
To 154, is there a chance? Was that the conversation you had?
Basically, I just said, hey, are you going to defend it? And he said, no, that's my last fight at the Canelo. I'm like, okay.
Terence Crawford responds to Vergil Ortiz's call-out by acknowledging the young fighter's growing skill and the way he continues to prove himself with each performance. Crawford speaks respectfully about Ortiz's rise, noting that the hungry contender has the tools and mentality to compete at the highest level. Still, when the topic shifts to a potential matchup, Crawford keeps his answers subtle and composed, suggesting that only time will reveal what the future holds.
I'm here whenever. I'm ready to fight whenever. I'm here to fight anybody. I don't care if it's Crawford, Spence.
Vergil Ortiz calls out Terence Crawford with conviction, stating that his mission is to take on the very best fighters in the sport. He explains that challenges like Crawford push him to sharpen his skills, elevate his performance, and prove he belongs among boxing's elite. Now stronger and more settled at 154, Ortiz is confident in his power and continued development. With that confidence, he makes it unmistakably clear that he's ready for big names and even bigger tests in the fights ahead.
I don't care who it is. It can be Roots next, it can be Spence next, it can be Crawford next, if he's still willing to do it. Because that's a fight that I've been calling for a while. I think that's a great fight to make happen still. And we're just going to keep doing what I do best.
Vergil Ortiz speaks with unwavering confidence as he declares that even if Terence Crawford were still in his absolute prime, he believes he could beat him. Ortiz explains that he studies every detail of Crawford's style and holds deep respect for everything he has accomplished. Still, he firmly trusts in his own power, speed, and timing. To him, this belief isn't arrogance. It's a reflection of the hard work and growth he has committed to since moving up in weight. Many consider his claim bold, especially given Crawford's dominance across multiple divisions and his status as one of the top pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Yet Ortiz maintains that Crawford is not unbeatable and insists he can spot the openings others failed to see. His remarks have ignited widespread debate among fans and analysts about whether the young contender truly has what it takes to challenge the experience and mastery of a proven champion like Crawford.
That you would like to fight coming up?
So we got Tim Tszyu, we got Crawford, Spence, or I guess you can say the winner of Spence or Fundora. Charlo's a good one. Who else we got at 54?
You want to fight Terence Crawford right now?
I would love to fight him, man. I think he's like probably the #1 pound-for-pound fighter right now.
Do you think he's out of his peak?
No.
Or is he in his peak now?
I think he's in his peak.
And you're saying you could beat a peak prime Terence Crawford?
I'm saying I believe that I can.
I respect it 100%.
I believe that I can. No, I respect him as a fighter, though. That's the thing. When I want to fight people, it doesn't mean that, I don't like you. Like, let's get it on. It's more like I respect your skills, and I want to see if I can beat you.
After Vergil Ortiz's win over Israil Madrimov, fans immediately began comparing his performance to Crawford's earlier fight against the same opponent. Terence Crawford responded to those comparisons head-on, saying that while Ortiz got the victory, he didn't look truly dominant. Crawford noted that Madrimov seemed far less sharp and less conditioned than he had been during their own matchup. In Crawford's view, Madrimov wasn't performing at his peak that night, so Ortiz's win didn't reveal much about how he would stack up against an elite fighter like himself. Crawford's tone was calm but unmistakably firm, reinforcing his belief that he still operates on a different level. Many fans interpreted his comments as a subtle reminder that although Ortiz is talented, It's Crawford's skill, experience, and fight IQ that separate him from the rest.
No, he was more prepared for my fight. If you watch him, he was winning the fight, and he gassed out.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
He gassed out, and he said from I don't know what type of sickness he had.
So condition-wise, he wasn't as prepared.
Yeah, that he had to pull out the first fight and come back. I don't know, but Vergil did good. He put a lot of pressure on him, and fought a good fight. But you could tell that he didn't leave unscarred. When you look at the faces of both fighters, you would have thought Vergil lost.
Oh, okay.
He did hurt his hand. His knuckle was broken. I don't know if you've seen him the last couple of Vergil.
Yeah.
Ortiz, yeah, he had a broke hand, but he said he didn't know anyway. He didn't feel it about the fight.
It was a good fight. I thought Madrimov was doing too much moving.
Right.
In the beginning rounds, which that was getting him the rounds in the bank, but at the same time, he was exerting too much energy.
How do you feel about when people say, because Eddie Hearn said it, a few people were saying it, that you moved up to 154 and you didn't have the success that you had in all these times. So they're thinking it's because of the weight, when I'm saying it's the style. Madrimov wasn't trying to commit as much, and you hurt him, he never hurt you.
Right.
So how do you feel about everybody saying that?
Well, I laugh. I won the fight. They making it seem like I lost.
Well, Eddie was like, no, I think that night in August, he was like, no, I don't know about that. I think, no, Eddie was, I believe Eddie was saying that.
Eddie was complaining about the scorecards. Nobody said Madrimov.
Eddie was saying that it was closer than that. Maybe Madrimov could have won. He was saying, I think he was. I think he was.
He's trying to get you mad at Eddie.
No.
Terence Crawford's next major move is already set, as he prepares to face Carlos Adames on March 28th in Omaha, marking his debut in the 160-pound division. Crawford has stated that he plans to stay at middleweight for at least 1 or 2 fights, aiming to capture another world title and inch closer to becoming a 3-division undisputed champion. Adames, known for his toughness, strength, and high work rate, presents a strong first challenge for Crawford at this heavier weight. While the matchup has generated excitement, it has also sparked debate about whether Crawford will eventually return to 154 to face rising threats like Vergil Ortiz or Yaron Boots Ennis. For now, Crawford remains focused on adapting to the new division and proving that his exceptional skill set can overcome naturally bigger and stronger opponents. Analysts believe that if he succeeds in this next chapter, his legacy as one of boxing's greatest fighters will become even more undeniable.
In their sights, because they all understand that Terence Crawford can drop down to middleweight after defeating Canelo in September and becoming the undisputed super middleweight. Terence Crawford can now drop down to middleweight, 160, right? And become undisputed at 160 with 1 to 2 fights. 2 fights max, right? He'll be 39 years old in September. 2 fights, Terence Crawford can become undisputed, max, at 160. He can fight Carlos Adames in March. And then he can fight the winner of Lara versus Janibek in the summertime, August, right? And this gives Terence Crawford the history he needs to 1,000% cement himself as, in my opinion, it's all opinionated, but this just cements Terence Crawford as top 5 greatest boxers in history, in my opinion. It cements him as top 5 greatest boxers in history, because this will make him this will make Terence Crawford a 6-division champion and 4-division undisputed champion. That's what that makes Terence Crawford. That's historic. That's absolutely historic. And if Terence Crawford can pull that off, becoming a 6th division champion and a 4 division undisputed champion, that's massive, right? In my opinion, those accomplishments in the fashion that Terence Crawford wins these fights, he's not just winning. When he beat Errol Spence for undisputed, he dominated and stopped Errol Spence in a manner not many people saw coming. When he fought Canelo Alvarez, he did exactly what I thought he was going to do, dominate that fight, make it look easy.
Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button and join me for more awesome videos ahead.